Welcome to Tony Horn in the Morning's Golden Tweet, a little nugget from the Tony Horn in the Morning radio show that you might have missed earlier.
This is Take That Day in the Northeast and on Metro Radio.
Tony Horn in the morning, Metro Radio.
So, Robbie, Jason and Mark are here. And guys, you've met Vicky Binns before. You might know her as Molly from Coronation
Vicky from Corrie.
Street. That's right.
Yeah, Molly from...
You don't
Molly
watch
from
Coronation
Corrie.
Street, do you?
I don't know.
Good.
No, I don't.
I'd have been very
any
embarrassed.
any of them. But are you really in Coronation Street?
I am, yeah. Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Is this your other job then, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just doing this for a week with Tony. Someone's off, so he's wrote me in to come in the morning.
You having
and
a
now
nice
I'm
time?
interviewing you. Yeah, it's been great. It's been good fun. Yeah, get up half an hour
lucky?
before I go to bed.
Aren't we lucky? Yeah, you've been roped in and the week that you're interviewing us.
Yeah.
We're
I
lucky,
love
yeah.
you for saying that, boys.
There you go,
Love
my
you.
It was the
How
only
long
way
have you
I
been?
could say
How
it.
long have you been acting for?
Since I was young, God, the tables have turned. Since I was young, actually, since I was about 16, but I've only been in Corrie for about 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has it always been a dream?
No, not really. I was in Emmerdale, which is the other soap that you mentioned.
yeah,
the other
Emmerdale,
one
yeah.
that you don't watch. Yeah,
I like
that one.
Emmerdale because it's the location. Is it nice being out in the country?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. That was like from being about 16 to 21. It was great. Beautiful.
Wow. Oh,
yeah.
good for you.
But yeah, so who knows?
Anyway,
But,
Tony,
yeah,
what about you,
on
mate?
to you.
Tell us about you.
Mark Owen interviews Vicky Binns. Brilliant.
Oh, come on,
Thanks
Tony,
for
what about
showing
you?
an
How long have you
interest,
been there?
Mark.
Shall we start the interview? Or is this the start?
I've started.
Shall we
Yeah.
We're
carry
in
on with
it.
the
It's
interview?
happening.
Yeah.
Let's just carry on as we're going. Free fall is good for me, I think. Well, how are you guys anyway? How are
Very
you?
well, how are you?
Very good. Yeah.
We're rocking and we're rolling.
Did you think you would see this day? Did you? Not
Yeah.
today, obviously, but you know what I mean by that.
Yeah, of course
Really?
we did. We've been planning this for a while. I think a lot of the time subliminally, in a weird way. We've been trying to entice Rob for a couple of years to come back and do something with us since we came back together 5 years ago. I don't think we foresaw a huge tour necessarily or even an album, but we knew we'd do some kind of project together. So this is an absolute Brucey bonus that Rob's come and done an album with us and now we're going to do this tour, so we're dead happy.
It's massive, isn't it? And Rob, well, welcome back to the band. Tell everybody where you fit into all of this, because the guys, I'm sure you must be aware of this little tour they did last time, the Circus. Massive.
You talk about it a lot, actually, Tony. Every day, I think you've bored me with that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I watched the DVD with Gary. He brought it over to Los Angeles and we just stuck it on in my bedroom and I just pogoed round the bedroom for an hour and 45 minutes and I couldn't, I could believe what I was seeing because, take that with me in it, put on a great show, without me in it, put on an amazing show and, did sell 3 million tickets for my own tour
I know,
once,
I know,
I can
I know.
do a little bit myself. So
Can I just say though, Tony, it's funny really because when you say where do you fit into this, for me where I am in my place anyway, Rob's always been in Take That and he's always been a part of those shows, so maybe he wasn't there physically when we were doing the Circus, and I suppose that's the difference in my head, but he's always been there mentally in my head, so even when I'm doing my unicycle down the in the back in my mind, Rob's still always been in Take That. So it's a weird one really because he's always. So he fits in really easily if you're asking me.
Everything's is way too easy at the minute. Absolutely everything, from interviews to sitting into cars with each other to having coffee to singing to writing songs to talking about what the album cover should look like. I don't think there's going to be a problem, if it's just going to carry on like this. In fact, I'm sure it is.
It's usually the sign that you're doing the right thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and I'm with my boys and I'm loving it, and I don't think it's going to be a problem about fitting in because I'm a Take That member. I always was.
I'll rephrase the question and
Consider yourself told off, so
I didn't mean it like that, but
I know you didn't, we know.
I mean, if you take it from the fans' point of view, Jason, I mean, not only this massive tour and the spectacular, the 230 cast members and the really fastest selling DVD, at that point, do you think the fans said, this is the band now? They'd given up on the Robbie dream of the five. Do you think that?
No. No, I think it's wonderful for us four guys to reunite 5 years ago and to be accepted so warmly and have the response we did. It's brilliant, you know, and we've got a lot of gratitude for that, and I hope we do show our gratitude somehow. But no, I think I've got a theory about it. I think even the one or two people that are saying even now, and there are only one or two people saying now that, oh, why have they let Robbie back in? As if it was a case of that, as if Robbie was begging on the door and we were like, okay, let's let him in now, lads. It was a mutual idea, this, you know, and it was always a foregone conclusion really from the start, as I said before. And I truly think those one or two people that are in protest against it now, deep down, if they have a word with themselves, they'll realise that this makes sense and this is the way forward.
And can you pinpoint that moment, Mark or Robbie, when you knew this was definitely on? Green light, full steam ahead, you know, we are 5.
Saturday. Bar 5. Saturday. 7 months ago. I think when it was actually, this is going to happen, as the boys were over mixing the Circus album in Los Angeles, and we got together and I went down to the hotel to go and see them, and you know, obviously there's the history between me and Gaz, so there's an awful lot of stuff to sort out and figure out, and you know, see whether we could first of all sort of forgive each other, and second of all see if we could coexist. And we did more than that. You know, we both apologised to each other and said, yeah, that happened and I'm really sorry. And Gaz said, yeah, that did happen and I'm really sorry too. And the moment those words were spoken, it was like, right, let's be a band.
Guys, we've been talking about you guys getting back together. I remember seeing a picture at the Arsenal game, and I just thought, that's mischief. They're winding everybody up. But actually, the footprints were there, Rob.
You were cynical, Tony.
But from, you know, before then, we were knocking about together. You know, this isn't a new thing for us, really. It's been nearly 2 years since we've been, you know, getting to know each other, and we spent a lot of time in each other's company. I've been out to New York with the lads have come over to Los Angeles, we've been to Bath, you know, together working.
We've had a bath together.
We've had a bath together. So you know, it's not as new for us as it is for everybody else.
Yeah.
Will all of you guys have a huge input into this tour?
Oh, absolutely. You know, we have people that work alongside us putting our ideas into practice and stuff. But it's going to be our show. It's going to be our show, and I have it's unquestioned that it's going to be amazing, you know, because the Circus show for me was not only the best Take That show I've seen, it was also one of the best shows I've ever seen. And I just wanted to be part of that straight away, and I know that we're going to pull it off again.
Everybody that listens to Metro is hugely grateful, flattered, all those words that you're starting in Sunderland. I heard Gary talking about that. Can you just say a few words on that for people listening? Because it does mean a lot to the run-down northeast of England.
Well, the first ever tour we did in England, we started at the City Hall in Newcastle in 1991, 1992. And since then, it's Tony Denton Promotions. Since then, it's kind of been a ritual that we've tried to stick by. You know, I think only on one occasion did we not start there, and that's actually the tour that Rob didn't do with us, because we just did Manchester and London. So in history for us as a band, it's always been a perfect place for us to start. The Stadium of Light, the people there were so kind and very generous to us last time. They allowed us to do our production rehearsals there for a few days, and the sun was shining, and so it was great.
They want me to push you for another date. They've seen 5 in Manchester. They're not happy with just the solitary night in Sunderland.
Really?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of work.
Away.
Well, it seems like a lot of work to set all that up only for one night.
Yeah, well, like Mark said, hopefully they might be as kind this time and allow a few days production rehearsals there as well.
Yeah.
And one thing I remember, and perhaps we're not live here, are we, guys? No. But what I liked about that stadium as well, it was a manageable size actually. When it wasn't that big a move on from an arena, because when we did the stadium tour last time, we hadn't done stadiums. We'd done one or two, but not a stadium tour. And it was a manageable size. I wasn't intimidated by its size. we went off to Dublin after that, and that was almost twice the size in terms of capacity and that. So there's another nice reason to starting in the North East.
We've also got the big derby coming up this weekend. They want me to get a
is
prediction. Yeah, it's the big one, the black and whites and the red and whites. Rob,
yeah.
score for that, please.
Do you know what? Newcastle are playing really well, and so are Sunderland. They're both difficult to beat this season. I'm going to say there's going to be goals. 2-2.
Okay.
When is it? When's the game?
This weekend.
Oh, brilliant. There's a biggie in it.
Last question. 2006, I think I interviewed you, Mark, and Gary, and, Patience is out around then, and I said, how long is this going to last? Is this one song, one album? Gary, I think, said, we'll see how it goes. I mean, inevitably, rolling forward, there's going to be a DVD of the Progress concerts, isn't there? Christmas 2011. That's 5 years on from that moment. Patience, where do you guys in your
Where
heads?
does time go?
Yeah, where are you going after this? What's the commitment to each other and to the public?
Well, we're sort of reluctant to offer commitment to...
Very wise. I was going to say, don't make any.
No.
To each other anyway.
Yeah, very reluctant to commit to each other. No, we know we've got our work cut out here. We're dead excited about this album. We think we've made the best album in the world. I mean, we would say that anyway. But we're so proud of everything we've done. We've all contributed to it, and we can't wait to express that in the live shows next year. And we know our work's cut out, and we're just gonna. I think we're probably all, in real terms, have a few months off after that, and then perhaps reconvene and decide if we want to do stuff again. But we can't. I suppose what I'm trying to say is we can't really at the moment look past next summertime when the tour's over.
How long do you expect these tickets to go within? 20 minutes? Half an hour?
Well, you know what? You can't count your chickens, can you?
I think
Everybody's
you can.
asked us that. No, we can't. We can't. You can on our behalf. But we can't go down that road. We'll get shot for it.
Thanks very much, guys. Jason, Mark and Robbie, and take that.
Thank you, yeah. I just want to say keep bathing together. I like that.
Yeah, we will. I love Mark's cock.
That's what'll keep you strong, lads, I promise.
Nice chatting with you guys.